Okay, so a little while ago, I had offered a playtest kit for sale on my website. And essentially, it was going to come with two of these identical loadouts. They're going to have like kind of the basic Genesis crux, a shield generator, a targeting system, a slice rifle, and a twin rifle. And the reason why I chose this loadout for the playtest is because it has kind of different features that I think each bring a different sort of element to the game. And when deployed in kind of a mirror match against each other, you can kind of highlight those differences. However, I only sold one. I only sold one playtest kit in the entire, I think, 2 months I had it available for sale. And I decided to kind of go the extra mile with what I'm actually going to send the person who purchased it. By the way, a huge thank you to who purchased it. You know who you are, and I hope you're excited to receive it. So I'm going to kind of go back over what's included. So, of course, you have the models and the cards. Here's your twin rifle, your slice rifle, shield generator, and targeting system. So instead of including two of those, I decided to include this additional heavy build here. Now, the heavy build comes with the large cannon, two of the launcher systems, which the launcher systems are actually going to be kind of a pivotal utility equipment as the game progresses, because right now it only has one feature. However, you can essentially get cards that represent different sort of canisters for the launcher. So by default, it's essentially a smoke grenade, but you can get incendiary or high explosive or like a flashbang or EMP type canisters for this that will be added in the game in the future. This loadout also comes with the shield generator, and it comes with an SMG, kind of a light fire weapon. So you've got your heavy cannon and your light machine gun, as well as the heavily armored crux and the quad leg system, which offers +2 stability. And now stability is another stat that doesn't really come into play yet with the cards that I've developed, but it will soon with a lot more cards offering featuring things like knockback and stuff like that. Stability kind of mitigates things like knockback and sort of push and pull to your crux. But again, we have the Fortress Crux, comes with +2 armor, shield generator, 2 launchers, the SMG, and the Titan Fist Cannon. Titan Fist Cannon can do a lot of damage, and it's pretty high range. Now, I was just going to do these 2 builds and just give you a little bit of variety. However, I decided to go ahead and throw in a 3rd build. Since you were my one and only person who purchased my playtest kit, I thought, you know what, why not just really go that extra mile? And as a thank you, I am also including the melee build. Now, the melee build, as you see here, comes with the following. So you've got the Crusader Crux. Crusader Crux offers +1 to melee. The A-series platform, which is pretty standard. Then you have the Omnis set for the Mantis Blades. Now, when you equip both of these at the same time, you gain the Omnis right here. So gain successful attacks cause target to become grappled. Now, that's a pretty powerful thing, especially if you're a melee build. But also included with this build loadout is the X1 combat drone, because since this build is mostly focused on melee, getting up close and personal, you can deploy the drone to kind of give you a little bit of extra tactical ability, kind of ability to harass your opponents and things like that. So along with these loadouts, as featured here by the models, I'm also including 2 deployment cards that offer 10 shields at the start, 2 power surge cards, 2 artillery barrage cards, and then I'm going to give you 2 of each shield cell, nanocell plus, and shield cell plus. And that way you can really build out these into 2 very distinct loadouts. You can mix and match any of the stuff that is here. And of course, you're going to get a handful of the loadout nodes to deploy on the battlefield. The only things I'm not really including in this playtest set that will be in the starter kits that'll be part of the Kickstarter are things like some of the other terrain, or like the accessory for monitoring your health and shield, or keeping track of those. You kind of just do that with paper with this playtest set, but hopefully you're really happy with this. I am excited to give it to you, and it's just a big thank you for being the only person to purchase the playtest set. Now, if you didn't purchase the playtest set and you want to, well, it is currently no longer available for sale. The idea was to kind of just get this game into some people's hands, and therefore I was offering it at a really, really low price. And I thought that these things were just going to kind of sell. And that's why there was also kind of a delay to it, because I was really holding out. I was holding out for more sales, because I have to, at this point, I have to order these cards. You know, I cannot yet produce these cards in-house. I have to order them through a card production company. So I was trying to hold out as long as I could to get any sales so that I can produce these kits and then ship them out. And that was, at the price I was selling it, it was essentially going to just cover cost. We weren't really going to make any profit on it, but that's fine. I did sell one, and hopefully you have somebody to play with, because you've got a lot of different loadouts you can build out of these 3 sets. So that's kind of the update video that I am posting today. And also, Kickstarter is still kind of in the works, I think. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later.